How to create a reading log, quick and dirty. Open up your favorite word processing program. Give me an MLA heading, ordinate, prof, and one, date, which is today, and then center, the title, which is reading log. Now, I'm going to use this for several different classes, so this is an example, not necessarily your assignment. I'm going to do a reading log for a video, though, of my syllabus. You're going to do a reading log for your homework that's not about this syllabus, okay? Because we're going to call this a reading log of syllabus. Now, if you have a link to it, give me the link. If it's a book you're doing a reading log, do the citation at the top. This is really valuable because when you share this, then people know where the original is. They can share it, they can get it, they can access it. Everything in my class is about transparency. All right, it's about not hiding your sources. Put your citation, whatever it might be, and then insert a table. Now, people always ask, how many citations do you, how many quotes, how long should my reading log be? I don't know, as long as it needs to be. I hate that question, but if you have less than 3 quotes that you pull from a source, I don't think you're trying very hard. So at least 3, which is, I hate rules. Rules are decisions made in advance for people that shouldn't be making decisions, but really I'm going to think you don't care if it's less than 3 quotes or pulls, and it will affect your grade negatively. Now, for my example, I'm going to a video I did about my syllabus for Comp 1. Now, if you've got a PC, you can use the Snipping tool. And to find that, it's pre-installed on pretty much every computer. Type SN, and it's the top app that shows up. You click on that, boom, Snipping tool. Click it. You want a new snip? I like using Snipping tool if I'm going to do a reading log that's about a video, because I like it. See how snipping it gets this right there. See it right there? That's a timestamp. Whenever you talk about a video, whenever you talk about audio, tell people what time the quote, the thing you're talking about happened, where it occurred. That way they can go there and verify that what you're saying is save as, one stuff. Insert, click right there for in Word, boom, insert, right of a syllable picture. Now that's too huge. So I'm going to shrink that up. And to the right, on the left is your quote. Since I'm using a video for the source of my quote-unquote reading log, I'm putting a screen grab there because I don't like typing, okay? You can retype it. I won't have to worry about sexual harassment since this year, because I'm going to write because I don't care if you're sloppy with your grammar or spelling in a reading log. I want you to talk. I want you to communicate with me. That's what's important. It's got to be your ideas. Don't summarize what it says, but say something about it. It could be a funny joke. It could be how you feel, something that makes you angry. Just go wherever you want, but don't summarize what it says, because I can read. And typically I give you things I've read, so I don't need you to tell me what it says. I want you to tell me what it makes you think about, how it makes you feel. But the class is online. I really hope we can't figure out how to sexually harass each other online this year. I really do. I hate that part. This is a nice one. I'm going to grab a copy of this one too. New. Again, this is where it's covered in the video link to the syllabus. In my classes, if a formal essay, paper, whatever you call it, is over 7 days late, you can't pass. You fail. Now, there are rough drafts. There's all kinds of stuff before the first due date is due, the first time the paper's due. We should have been working on it for a couple weeks. So you've got several weeks to work on a paper. Better luck next year. I do this because I'm not going to have anyone turn in all of their homework the last week of school and pass. It'd be great because you're supposed to learn from one assignment and then use what you learned, build on that for the next assignment. waiting to do your work until the end of the semester stops you from learning, and you're not going to pass the class if you're not learning. It's not about jumping through hoops. It's about doing things and learning, and a paper is never done. It's due. Make sure you turn something in. I encourage you to download the PDF of your textbook, because if you do that, then you can search and you don't have to pay. Isn't that awesome? College textbooks are a racket, and since I'm not getting cut in on the graft, I'm not going to support anybody else stealing from my students. You know, college may feel similar to high school, but it's not. Control copy, and I'm going to include this in my boom. This is more or less the mechanics of how you do a reading log. It's going to work. If you don't have Microsoft Word, get Google Drive. It's free. Sign in using your JCC student email. There's my StuMail account. Log in to Google Drive. Open up Google Drive.